So today we're continuing to add and subtract fractions. So to add or subtract fractions, what is it that you have to have?
Common denominator.
A common denominator. So today's lesson is pretty much an instant replay of yesterday's. Tomorrow's is pretty much an instant replay of today's and yesterday's. So if I'm willing to spend 3 days doing this, what do you think that tells you about this material?
It's important.
It is important. That is the perfect answer. Yesterday we actually covered 3 lessons. Today the book is doing this in 2 lessons that I combined. The tomorrow lesson is 2 more lessons. So the book was willing, the authors of this book were willing to spend 7 class days doing this. Okay, I'm willing to spend 3, but needless to say, this is an important thing. Okay, for 7th grade life, this is just something that you need to have mastered by the end of 7th grade. So here's replay yesterday is, what I want to see on your homework papers is not the original fractions, but I want you to create for me 2 new fractions that have a common denominator. So for these, we'll pick on you. What would you pick for the common denominator there?
6.
I would agree with 6. Okay, we want to pick the smallest number that those go into. So the problem should have 6's, the answer should have a 6. Everybody on the bottom, from the problem through to the answer, should all have the same bottom. So let's move up a customer. What would you pick for common denominator on these?
18.
18 won't cooperate with 4.
32.
32 won't cooperate with 9.
36.
36 is perfect. My suggestion on how to get that number, if you don't have it quickly come to you, is just count through all your 9s, 9, 18, 27, 36, until eventually 4 will cooperate with somebody. This is a little different today because this problem has 3 fractions, so some of the homework's going to have 3 fractions instead of 2, but the strategy remains the same. Find some number for the bottom that they all could go into. 6. 2 goes into 6, 3 goes into 6, 6 goes into 6, everybody's going to do a 6. I would again pick on the biggest number in the list and just count through 6, 12, 18, whatever 6's you come by until the other ones all cooperate. Here I wrote these in a stack, but the same concept applies. We still need to just find a new number for the bottom. What do you think? What would you pick for a common denominator using 4's and 5's? 20. 20 is the perfect solution for those, so those are going to go out. And then, what do you think for this one? 35. So our first step remains the same from yesterday. You have to figure out a least common denominator or least common multiple or whatever you want to call that. Then what are we going to have to do to all of these?
Multiply the tops.
We're going to multiply to change the tops. So we've got to fix these tops. So this had a 6 and we wanted a 6. So what do you think about the 5? What are you going to do?
Just bring it over.
Just bring it over. Just keep it the same. This though we changed. We changed the bottom, so we have to change the top. What do you think?
4.
4. I agree. Let's pick on you for this one.
So probably ready.
What did you multiply the bottom by? 4. So multiply top by 4 is 20. Okay, then forget all about that. Pick a new number. That's going to be a 9. What do you think for this top? First top? What did? Yeah, 3. Agreed. 4.
5.
Agreed. How about that one? What did you multiply the bottom by? How many 4's will it take to get up to 20? 5 of them. Okay, so go times 5 with the top. Agreed. And then forget all about the 5's. We need to pick a new number to play with this one.
I can't tell what the
Okay, this was 2/5, and then I crossed it out. Yes. Now this one,
10.
10, and
Oh, I was looking at my eye.
Okay.
Okay. 28.
agreed. And that's the second thing we've got to do. Pick the bottom, and we have to adapt the tops the same way. Third, I'd say just it's math time. I mean, just either add or subtract as the case may be. So, what do you think for this?
9.
9 is good.
6.
What do you think for this one?
9.
11.
11. I always get you with that. Switch in and subtract, I get you.
12.
12 is good. Let's do this part, that's maybe easier. 3 there, and
The 20 would just drop down.
20 stays, yes,
7.
agreed. Then this one,
6, 5th. Oh, we're doing that first.
oh, either way. Let's go whole numbers first.
9.
9,
Oh, wait. I was looking at the wrong.
yep, yeah, those are gone now.
38.
Yep. Agreed. And then is everything done, or is there a step forward?
You have to reduce.
There's a step forward that you might have to reduce. Some people will, and some people won't. So instead of making people pick on their own problem, let's just open up the floor to any conversation from anybody. Does anybody see any answers here that are good? They're as good as they're gonna be, we're just gonna cash out now.
5, 9 minus
Yeah.
1/4.
That 1136 can't be made any better. There's really not much that goes into 11 other than itself. And 11 can't go into 36, so there's no reducing possible there. Does anybody else see any more that they're as good as they can be?
The 3 and 7/20.
3 and 7/20. It's 7's another number, not too much goes into 7, just itself, and it can't go into 20. The top is already smaller. In every way it can be, that answer seems like the best it can be. Anybody see any more that are good?
9 and 38. Oh wait, no, never mind.
Never mind. Anybody see any that are good? I agree. I give these all the thumbs down. Why did you say whoa, 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 whoa?
Because I realized that it's 38 over
Yeah.
35.
What's that called?
An improper
It's an
fraction.
improper fraction. So we're gonna keep the 35. What's the rest of that gonna be?
It's going to be 10.
We're gonna upgrade to 10, because 35 into 38 goes one more time than we have. So one more than 9, we're gonna upgrade to 10. And then
The 3.
3. When we go and divide that, 35 going in once, we're gonna have 3 leftovers. Leftovers go to the top. How about this one? What's best final answer off of that?
With 1. 2.
2. 6 can divide into 12 evenly twice, so just 2. No more fraction, because it went evenly. This will need to be a mixed number because 6 goes into 9, but not evenly.
6 can go into 9 one time, and there's going to be 3 left over.
So-
but we can reduce this 3/6 into 1/3.
Almost. That was
Oh,
good.
1 second.
Yeah.
Half.
I agree. Yeah, 6 into 9 goes once, 3 leftovers. We'll keep the 6 alive, that's better. And then that is best as 1.5, because 3/6 can reduce by 3 down to a half. That's my part for public consumption, and then we're gonna work through to do 3 things. So item 1 is, I just did 5, I'm gonna have you do 5, just so I can verify that you're good on your own. Everybody did 1, so you're probably good, but let's just make sure. So I have a sheet for everybody to do 5, I'll come check them. When we verify that you're 5 for 5, then we'll move on to the next project. Next project would be take the vocab quiz that we advertised yesterday. So if you need a study minute, go ahead, grab your study guide we made yesterday, and you can study that. And then when you're done with that, you can move on to homework life. Homework life is set V in the back. V as in victory over fractions. So I'll give these papers now, and I'll check back with you. Just give me a yell when you're done with your 5 problem.
Sure, sir.